Hey y'all, it's Stacey. Welcome back to the kitchen. Do you love the flavor of classic cheese straws but hate the fuss that goes into them? Let me show you a really easy way to get all the flavor with none of the work. To start, in my mixer here, I've got 3/4 of a cup of unsalted butter. To that, I'm going to add 1 8-ounce block of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Now, I normally am no stranger to using pre-shredded cheese in a bag because it's a great shortcut. In this case, it's not gonna work. You're going to have to shred this yourself on a box grater. It might take 2 minutes and it'll make all the difference. What we're doing is we're combining that butter and that cheese at room temperature to create a mixture so that when we add all this other, everything is emulsified together. To this, I'm adding a teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and some cayenne. Now, the amount that you add here can vary, about 1/2 to a whole teaspoon, depending on how spicy you want these. I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour that are gonna go right in the mix here. And we're just gonna let this mix until a dough forms. All right, you can see now we've got a dough that's perfectly scoopable. So what we're gonna do is just take this off and get that dough off of our beater blade here. And the part that makes this so easy is it's scoopable. So all we're gonna do is use a cookie scoop to scoop this dough out onto a sheet pan here that I've lined with parchment paper. This is about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons scoop. And of course that can change depending on how many you wanna make. I'm just scooping these right out onto my sheet pan here. And you're gonna wanna work in batches till you get all these baked. You can also take a fork and use the back of the tines of a fork just to press down just a little bit, just to give it a little design on the top if you like, but that's totally optional. These are gonna go in a 350-degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes. Now, that might seem like a long time, but what happens is, in that time period, this cheese is gonna toast up and have that nutty, toasty cheese flavor that everybody loves in cheese straws. So it takes a little more time because they're a little bit thicker than your traditional cheese straw. I've got some already done here. You can see those bits of cheese that toasted up beautifully. Folks, you can find this recipe by heading over to the website at southernbite.com. Just visit the Simply Southern TV section right at the top. Y'all enjoy.
Mary, you'd be surprised at how many of Stacey's recipes begin with the word easy. I just typed in that one word on his website and over 100 recipes came up.
Well, now, those are the kinds of recipes that I like to at least try to make. There's no need to make fussy recipes, especially when it comes to an appetizer like cheese straws.
Right, and in the fall and winter, you always need quick and easy recipes for all the football tailgates, and this one definitely fits the bill.
It definitely does. Now, thanks to all of you for spending a half hour with us. We hope you enjoyed the show and will be back with us again next week to meet a farm family that's not just trying to feed you, but to educate you on where your food comes from.
And who says you need fancy instruments to make music?
Not me.
Well, we'll introduce you to a man who makes musical instruments out of some of the most unlikely materials. I'm Kevin Worthington.
And I'm Mary Wilson. We'll see you then. Simply Southern is produced by the Alabama Farmers Federation and made possible with the support of Alabama Farmers Cooperative and these sponsors.